Welcome to Baxter, Tennessee, home of the Upperman Bees and Lady Bees. Tonight we are set for the Cumberland County Lady Jets coming in at 14-10, facing the Upperman Lady Bees coming in at 18-5 in 3A District 7. Coming into this game, Cumberland County, like I said, 14-10, 1-3 in the district. And, you know, their leader in points per game is the junior shooting guard, Sydney Wilhite, 26.3 points per game for the Cumberland County Lady Jets. A solid score on a team that hasn't had a promising season so far. You know, they have one more year left of her. We can see if there's going to be any improvements in this Cumberland County team tonight. We saw them play Upperman earlier in the season, and it was a closer game than most people expected. But in the end, Upperman won by 18 points due to, fouling at the end. Cumberland County was trying to foul them to bring the game closer, and they couldn't make any shots. And, Upperman is coming into this game at 18-5. Star players, you can name some: Gracie Butler, Maggie Butler. The sisters, they have new faces like Cassie Crouch and TT Carson. And, they have the veteran leader, Taylor Delente. You can look forward to this game, and it's just going to be a great start. Like I said, Upperman is coming into this game at 18-5. Excuse me here. Like I said, Upperman coming to this game, the Lady Bees at 18-5, 3-2 in District 7 3A. They're coming off back-to-back losses against Stone Memorial and White County. And the one at White County on Friday was a bit embarrassing for Coach Dana McWilliams and the Upperman Lady Bees. They came to this game, they just looked sluggish. About 4 players fouled out. White County dominated them start to finish, and it looked like the same thing against Stone Memorial. The Lady Bees have to get back on track. We're getting into the later part of the season now. And going into the postseason, Coach Dana McWilliams, she's one of the best coaches, if not the best coach, lady girls coach in the state of Tennessee. This is not the way she wants her team to be playing late in the season with veteran leaders like Taylor Delente. They're going to have to step up in a big way tonight, have some big faces. They're facing a Cumberland County team who is struggling right now. So if you're Coach Dana McWilliams, you're going to want to see him space the floor out, give it to your playmakers like Gracie Butler and Maggie Butler. Get it outside to Taylor Delente, Sadie South even, a name I forgot to mention. The elite 3-level scorer. Shooting is the key part of her game. Can make a 3 from about anywhere on the court. Sadie South, she really came up the junior. Last year, she had an amazing season, broke tons of records in tournaments. Just an all-around amazing player. She has one Division I offer right now. And then also Gracie Butler, committed to Johnson University. They have some elite players, have a great chance to go all the way this year in Class 3A. The history of this team, you can name it. 2022 state champions, 2018 state champions, 2017 state champions, and 2018 they were 37-0. This team just has an elite history. Cumberland County, they are trying to get there. Last time they played, like I said, it was a very close game. They're going to see if they can edge this one out tonight. We're about a minute and 20 seconds away from tip-off, so we'll go away for the national anthem, and then we'll come back. we're going to have the starting lineups for the Lady Jets. The freshman, Maddie Spriggs, 00. Number 23, Sydney Bourne. Number 24, Cadence Wilson. Number 25, the freshman, Olivia Futrell. Number 33, Carly Killing.
Every season tells a story. Stories of triumph, of heartbreak, of moments that test who we really are. But this story is about resilience. It's about redemption. It's about facing whatever obstacles come our way and tuning out anyone who tries to tear us down. It's about forging our own path. This story is about this team. This purpose. It's about giving everything you've got for everyone who came before you. Every single time. It's about the only two things that matter. Right here, right now. Let's write this story.
And now the starting lineup for your three-time state champion, Lady Bees.
And now it's going to be the starting lineup for the Upperman Lady Bees.
And guard, 5'3" sophomore, number 3.
The sophomore, number 3, Cassie Crouch.
And guard, the 5'5" sophomore, number 4, Bella.
Sophomore, number 4, Bella 5.
And guard, the 5'9" senior, number 12, Taylor Dolente.
The senior, number 12, Taylor Dolente.
And guard, 5'7" senior, number 22, Gracie Butler.
The senior, number 22, Gracie Butler.
And forward, the 5'9" senior, number 23, Maggie Butler.
And her sister, another senior, number 23, Maggie Butler. The Lady Bees are coached by Dana McWilliams. Well, we are just about set for tip-off here in Baxter. This is the UHS Hive TV, and I'm Tucker Westmoreland, welcoming you to Baxter, Tennessee. For the first half, the left side of your screen going towards the right. In blue will be the Lady Jets going to the left. In pink tonight, supporting breast cancer awareness for Breast Cancer and Awareness Month this month, will be the Lady Bees. Pink out night tonight. Very great occasion. You always love to see it. The Lady Jets are coming into this one looking to prove a point tonight. The Lady Bees just trying to get back on track to where they once were at the beginning of the season. And the tip is underway. Gracie Butler straight to Cassie Crouch. Crouch is dribbling it down the court. Passes it to Bella Phi, to Taylor Dolente, to Maggie Butler up top. Butler driving back out to Crouch. Crouch dribbling to Dolente. Dolente back to Crouch. Crouch driving to the right. Gives it to Dolente. Looks. Butler. Back to Butler. Gracie Butler driving. And it's good. Tough layup by Gracie Butler to start. And that's how they're going to have to do it. Get their playmakers going like Gracie Butler. Oh, Bella Phi. It's going to stay with Cumberland County. Looked like a little bit of a full court press there by Bella Phi. Trying to cause a mistake, but it's going to stay with Cumberland County. Inbound. Dribbling it down the court. It's going to be Sydney Wilhite to number 25. Down low. That was Olivia Futrell. She gets fouled down low by Bella Phi, the sophomore, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Team first. Futrell at the line, shooting two.
The first one from Futrell will go. if you're Coach Dana McWilliams, you're going to want to have this team be disciplined going more in this season. 4 players fouled out last game, and the second one goes for Futrell. It's going to be Crouch taking the inbound, dribbling it down the court. A young sophomore getting some playing time. Younger sister of Lady B legend Brooklyn Crouch. Crouch gives it to Delente up top to their playmaker Gracie Butler. Butler driving inside, and another tough layup. Just what a shot by Gracie Butler. Just driving in and using the physical beast that is Gracie Butler. Maggie Butler is gonna go on the jump. The possession arrow is with the Lady Jets, so it will stay with them. But like I was saying, Gracie Butler just absolute physical beast. Just can drive in the paint, do anything with the defense that she wants, and she got in for a tough layup there. It's going to be the inbound. It's going to be Will High on the inbound, driving down the court. Good defense by the Lady B so far. Passes it to number 33. And that one's going to go. Carly Killing, the sophomore, with a tough layup. Crouch dribbling down the court. Sizing the layup over to Bella Phi. Phi looks for Maggie Butler. Maggie Butler is going to drive inside and misses, but there's going to be a shooting foul. If you're Danny McWilliams, you're going to have to get to the line a bunch tonight. The last time they came out against White County, they barely had any free throws. And like I was saying, 4 players fouled out. And free throws in tough games and, district games like this, it can come down to the wire any game. It's not just going to be an easy game. And free throws are a huge part. And Maggie Butler missed her first one, so let's see if this one can go. And both miss. And the Lady Jets are dribbling down the court. Passes it out. The 3 won't go. Rebound, Maggie Butler to Crouch. Crouch is looking, passes it up to Taylor Delente. Delente passes it over to Maggie Butler. Shoots the 3. It goes. Not one you normally see make a 3 right there. But if you're Coach Dana, coming off of 2 losses, anything will go. The Lady Jets dribble down the court. It's blocked by Maggie Butler. And it looks like she threw it off of Gracie Butler. The ref looked a bit confused. It's going to go to the Lady Bees. A costly turnover right there from the Lady Jets. Delente on the inbound to Crouch. Crouch dribbling it up the court. Crouch stumbles. Just trying to get inside. Behind the back, up to Gracie Butler. Butler, she's fouled. It's going to be on the floor. It's going to be number 33, Carly Killing, on the foul. And now she subs out. It's going to be inbound for the Lady Bees. Delente to Phi. Bella Phi dribbling it. Gives it to Gracie Butler up top. Butler pump fakes. Gets inside, and it's going to be a shooting foul. Already 3 fouls already on the Lady Jets. And it's going to send one of the elite free throw shooters in Gracie Butler to the line. It's going to be the first 2 for Gracie Butler. The first one will go. You rarely see her ever miss a free throw. She misses both free throws. Or this free throw, I'll be very surprised. The second one goes. Wilson going to inbound it. Lady Jets dribbling down the court. Looked like a walk, but Phi steals it. Phi. Looks like Crouch was open over there, but she gives it up to Gracie Butler. To Delente. Delente, the 3 won't go. Lady Jets with the rebound, but she throws it off of Sydney Wilhite, and it's going to go back to the Lady Bees. That's also already 3 turnovers for the Lady Jets. Sloppy to start this game. Taylor Delente looking for a pass. Crouch receives it. Crouch up to Butler at the top. Coach Dana McWilliams calling a play. Gives it to Bellafy. Bellafy driving. Gets inside. Won't go. Lady Jets with the rebound. Dribbling it down court. Over to number 25, Olivia Futrell. And the Lady Jets need something to go here. Drives in the paint. It's going to be a blocking foul on Cassie Crouch, the sophomore. Finally, Coach Data giving her some playing time. She worked hard for it. And she's going to pick up her first foul right there. It's going to be Futrell for the three. Won't go. It's going to stay with the Lady Jets. Looks like last touch off of Maggie Butler. The Lady Jets off to a slow start here. Great defense by the Lady Bees so far. Trying to get back in the win column here tonight. It's going to be over to Will Height. Gives it down low. Back up top. The three won't go. And it hits the rope on the net. So they're going to say no basket, and it's going to be Lady Bees basketball. And T.T. Carson subbing in for Cassie Crouch. T.T. Carson, one of the new up-and-coming faces this year. Great on defense. Oh, and it's stolen. And that one's going to be on T.T. Carson. Just checked into the game, and she's going to receive her first foul here. If you're Coach Dana McWilliams, like I was saying, you need your team to be more disciplined. 4 players fouled out last game. And, they're already getting a little chippy this game. You just got to tell your ladies to calm down. Going to be another foul. That one is going to be on Taylor Delente. Another foul. And you just can't be having that if you're the Lady Bees. Can't be giving away free fouls, And that one's it's stolen, and she gets it in. 5, dribbling it up the court to Carson. Carson passes it out to Delente. The three, it goes. And that one, the Lady Jets are going to call a timeout there. Amazing scoring right there, and we're going to go on a timeout break. And we are back. It's going to be the Lady Jets on the inbound coming out of the timeout. It looks like Delente poked it. It's going to stay with the Lady Jets. They pass it up court. Down low. And Gracie Butler tipped it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Jets. Just amazing defense from the Lady Bees so far. Against White County last time out, they started off really slow, letting White County do whatever they want. They have really locked in on defense here, only allowing 4 points this quarter. And it's gonna be Lady Bees basketball. It's gonna go out on number 24, Wilson, the junior. Tipped it out of bounds to Delente on the inbound to Carson. A travel. Can't be having that if you're TT Carson. Try to step through 2 Lady Jets defenders. That's just an easy call for the refs all day. Easy travel. Can't be having that. Coach Dana McWilliams certainly did not like that one from the up-and-coming TT Carson. Lady Jets pass it in, and that's just easy. 12-6 early. Crouch passes to Delente. Up court to Carson, and that's wide open. She makes it. Great fast break points right there. And if you're the Lady Jets, you got to get back on defense. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Gracie Butler took the charge, and it ended up working out Very smart play there by Gracie Butler. And Bella Fi is going to check in for the senior. Taylor Delente going to take a break. And Fi inbounded it to Crouch. Crouch gives it to Butler up top. Back to Fi. Fi out to Carson. Carson trapped. Gives it back to Fi. To Butler up top. Won't go. And they're going to call an over-the-back foul on Cassie Crouch. And that one is going to put the Lady Jets in the bonus. They're going to go down and shoot 2 free throws. Costly fouls early is going to lead him to the line. It's just you got to stay disciplined. 4 players fouling out is not going to win you basketball games. And it looks like it's going to continue here tonight. Coach Dana just got to calm her girls down. And Crouch is going to go take his seat. And the first one did go in, the first free throw from Olivia Futrell, the freshman. The second one rattles in. Delente. And it's stolen by the Lady Jets. Goes up, won't go. Maggie Butler, the rebound. And it's going to be a travel. It's going to go back to the Lady Jets. 3 turnovers in a matter of a minute for the Lady Bees. Back to the sloppy basketball they were playing against White County just last Friday. The 3 won't go. Rebound, Lady Jets. Back out. Another opportunity for the Lady Jets. Drives in. And it's going to be a travel. Can't convert on the second chance opportunity. It's going to be Lady Bees basketball. It's going to be inbounded to Gracie Butler. Butler passes it to Fi. Fi gets inside. Won't go, but there's a foul. It's going to be a blocking foul. And it's going to send Fi to the line for 2. Lady Jets, these past couple minutes, have really started to play really great defense. But that time, Fi just got inside, and she's going to go to the line. First one goes. Bella Fi, a newcomer this year for the Lady Bees. Was on the team last year, getting some playing time this year. Second one goes. Inbound by the Lady Jets. Stuck in the backcourt. Full court press working there by Coach Dana McWilliams and the Bees. And it's going to be a 8-second backcourt violation. Great full court press by the Lady Bees, causing some confusion there for the Lady Jets. It's going to be another turnover for the Lady Jets. It's going to go back to the Lady Bees. It's going to be an inbound to TT Carson. Carson driving. Can't get inside. Gives it to Fi. Fi loses control of it. And it's going to be a foul on TT Carson. And it's going to send the Lady Jets to the line for another 2 free throws. They have to be aware that the Lady Jets are now in the bonus. Any foul will send them to the line. Coach Dana McWilliams not happy there with TT Carson. The first one goes. And now Carson is going to sub out. Cassie Crouch coming back into the game. Coach Dana talking to Carson, letting her know to calm down. Just the first quarter. Already has 2. And Delente down court to Maggie Butler. Gives it to her sister, Gracie Butler. It's stolen. Lady Jets driving down the court. Gets inside. It's going to be a travel. 1 turnover by the Lady Bees and a turnover by the Lady Jets. Just a sloppy basketball game here in the first quarter. Delente into Maggie Butler. Gives it to Gracie Butler. Up to Fi. Fi gives it to Crouch. Dana McWilliams calling a play. Crouch sizing her up. Goes to the left. Passes it to Gracie Butler. Butler just trying. Spins. Gives it back out to Delente. Delente dribbling to Crouch. Crouch just looking. Great defense by the Lady Jets. Lady Bees cannot get anything going right now. Crouch still at the top, under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Over to Butler, back out to Phi. Phi over to Crouch. Looking, Taylor Delente. Just amazing defense so far. Maggie Butler. And the clock is ticking. Up to Crouch. Cumberland County's known for their defense, showing it right now. Over to Maggie Butler. To Bella Phi. Down low to Gracie Butler. Two people on her. Delente, the three. It goes. Left Taylor Delente open. You cannot do that. Great defense in one slip up, and it was costly. Lady Jets inbound it, under 10 seconds left to go. Gonna get a last second shot here. And it's outside. She drives inside. And that's gonna be the end of the first quarter. Your score, Lady Bees 19, Cumberland County 10. The first quarter, very, very sloppy. Lady Jets ended up being in the bonus. The Lady Bees had 5 fouls, put them in the bonus early, and the discipline problem. 4 players fouling out last week. I cannot stress it enough. If you're 4 players down in any district game, you're in for a long night, and Coach Dana McWilliams knows that. Trying to teach her ladies just to calm down. The Lady Jets are doing a really great job right now of getting inside and trying to cause a foul. But we're going to come back in just one moment. Back here in the second quarter, Phi with the inbound, but back to Crouch. Delente down low to Gracie Butler, gives it to Crouch. Great backdoor cut, wide open. Cassie Crouch with the easy layup, just about as easy you can get. Lady Jets up score, stolen by Maggie Butler. Butler looking outside to Crouch. Won't go. Crouch gonna get her own rebound. It's gonna stay with the Lady Bees to Butler, back to Crouch. Getting a play going here. Got to get the rebounds on defense if you're the Lady Jets. Can't give the Lady Bees second chance opportunities. Crouch has the ball in the wing. Up top to Maggie Butler. 3, won't go. Rebounded by the Lady Jets. They're on a fast break. Gives it down low. A pass. It's going to be a travel. Just another turnover for the Lady Jets. Going to give the ball back to the Lady Bees. If you're Coach Dana, you love to see it. So far, just so many calls, turnovers. And Phi dribbling up the court, gets it to Crouch. Crouch looking, gives it to Butler, to Delente. The 3 won't go. Rebound, Lady Jets. And the Lady Jets, another fast break, hoping not to have a turnover. Up top, passes it out to the wing, to the corner. No shot there. Passes it to the wing. Tries to get inside. Back up top. Great defense by the Lady Bees this possession. Not letting Cumberland County get anything off. It's tipped by Crouch. Hands-on defense. And the Lady Bees bench getting fired up. And they're going to call Cassie Crouch for a reach-in foul. Interesting call there. Looked like they barely touched her. But obviously we're not down there where the rest can see it. Might have just picked her a little bit. And a deep 3. It goes. Silence the crowd. A deep 3 there by Futrell. Gives it up. Maggie Butler gives it to her sister Gracie Butler. Driving and 1. Gracie Butler, the playmaker. already up to 8 points here on the night with a chance for one more. What a player there, just driving inside, lowering the shoulder and drawing a foul. Just textbook. And now, before the free throw here, it's going to be a Lady Jets timeout. What a play there by Gracie Butler, and we're going to take a timeout break here. And we're back from the timeout. Lady Bees coming out hot in the second quarter so far. Right before we went to the timeout break, Gracie Butler with an and one. Chance for one more here, and it goes. Can't let Gracie Butler get to the line. Just basically automatic. And the Lady Jets are going to inbound here. Dribbling down court. Passes it out to the wing. Little stumble. Dolente. Hands on defense. And that's going to be an offensive foul. That's just easy for the refs to call. You know, honestly, I'd like to say great acting by Gracie Butler there. Look, just like a little bit of a shove. But great acting right there, and the refs called it. It's going to be Lady Bees basketball. Speaking of which, they inbound it. And it's going to be a travel on Butler. An offensive foul on the Lady Jets, and the Lady Bees just give it right back to him. If you're Lady Bees, you want to convert on missed opportunities by the Lady Jets, but they just give it right back to him. If you're Gracie Butler, last time out against White County, she fouled out, got really angry there in the second half. Just got to stay calm and under control. It's going to be another foul. That one's also going to be on Gracie Butler. It's going to be her first on the night, and the Lady Jets are going to inbound. Passes it out to the wing. Lady Jets down by 11, trying to get something going here in the second quarter. Great defense by Dolente. It's going to be passed out to the wing. And it's tipped, stolen by the Lady Bees on a fast break. Five dribbling it down the court. Passes it to Dolente. It goes. Great fast break points there off the turnover by the Lady Bees. And the Lady Jets going to dribble it back down the court. Passes it over. Almost stolen. Puts it up. Won't go. Maggie Butler the rebound. And it's going to be a blocking foul on number 1 for the Lady Jets. Team third here in the quarter, starting to get closer and closer to the bonus for the Lady Bees. Dolente, the inbound of 5, back to Dolente. Dolente up to TT Carson. Looks like she has a wide open lane. Gives it to Maggie Butler. Butler looking, pushes off of her a little bit. Gives it to her sister Gracie Butler up top. Butler driving inside. Too easy. Her specialty, Gracie Butler. A travel. Great defense there by TT Carson. Forcing a mistake there. A very interesting sequence of events right there for the Lady Jets. Just looked like she fell on the ball and tried to keep going. Can't do that. It's going to be an inbound for the Lady Bees to TT Carson. To Phi. Back to Carson. Looking, gives it to Butler. Over to her sister, Gracie Butler. Gives it to Dolente up top. A screen. Looked like a little bit of a pick and roll. Tips it back in, Maggie Butler, but it's going to be stolen by the Lady Jets. Got to get across the half-court line if they're the Lady Jets. They do. Passes it to the corner. Carson trying to trap her. Wild shot. Won't go. Only had one hand. It's going to be a reach-in on the Lady Jets. The Lady Jets looking a little angry.
Full timeout, Lady Jets.
And the Lady Jets are going to call yet another timeout. So we'll be right back after this timeout break. And we are back here. Lady Bees, stifling hot. Coming out in the second quarter. The Lady Jets trying to find something. You know, the specialty, the Lady Jets, is normally getting inside the paint and just wreaking havoc from there. But the Lady Bees, they have Gracie Butler down low and Maggie Butler just not going to let it happen. And when you take that out of the game for the Lady Jets, kind of comes super complicated for them and their scheme. Phi to Butler, back out to Delente. Delente up top to TT Carson. Carson hands it off to Phi. Over to Gracie Butler. Butler dribbling. Looks like it's going to be an injury for the Lady Jets. Looks like she got tied up with one of the other Lady B players there. Glad she is okay. And we're going to continue. It's going to be Lady B's inbound to Carson. Carson out to Butler. Maggie Butler to Phi. Over to Gracie Butler. It's going to give it back to Carson. Carson hands it off to Phi. To Gracie Butler. Over to Delente on the wing. Back up to Maggie Butler on the top. Gives it to Bella Phi. The three won't go. Rebound, Lady Jets. Gives it to one of their star players, leading them with 26 points per game. Futrell, a deep three. Won't go. It's going to be jump ball. Great heads-up play there. Looked like Maggie Butler had the ball. Got tied up with possession arrows with the Lady Jets. So we'll stick with the Lady Jets. And Abby Stone is going to check into the game for Maggie Butler. First time coming in for Abby Stone this game. A senior, one also of the leaders. It's going to be a three for the Lady Jets. It goes. Finally, something for the Lady Jets. Had only scored just about 2 or 4 points this whole quarter. And a clutch three right there to bring it back within 12. It's going to be Butler. Loses control of it. Carson. They're getting a little bit physical, and they're going to call a blocking foul. It's going to be on Futrell. It's her second foul of the night. And now the Lady Jets just getting in a bit of foul trouble. 2 players on the court right now with 2 fouls. And that's going to send the Lady Bees to the free throw line, puts them in the bonus. Lady Jets have fouled 5 times this quarter. The first one for Carson goes. Carson has stepped up in a really huge way this year after not getting much playing time last year. Coach Dana really saw her work in the offseason, believed in her. And the second one goes. Gave her a chance this season. She's really showing out. Lady Jets inbound. Just dribbling it down the court. The freshman passes it out to the corner. Drives inside, and it's going to be a foul. Abby Stone checks into the game and picks up her first foul. It's going to be a shooting foul. It's going to send the Lady Jets to the line for 2. So far, we've seen much of the same this game. You know, the sloppy turnovers and the discipline battle for the Lady Bees. It's just been a big turnover battle, big sloppy so far. You know, just one turnover after another. Can't really get anything going on the offensive end. Both teams are going to probably go into this halftime break just clean up all the mistakes, trying to make it less sloppy coming out in the second half. For the Lady Jets, coming out in the second half, you're going to have to find what works best for you now that they've taken away trying to get inside. Carson down low. It's going to be on the floor. It's still going to send them to the line now that they're in the bonus. And Carson's going to go to the line for the second time here in the last minute. The first one for Carson goes. 3 for 3 from the line tonight so far. Free throws matter in big district games like this. Any point matters. Second one won't go. It's going to be an over the back on Delente. And Abby Stone's going to check in for TT Carson. Looks like she's going to play the center position. This time out, switching up the formation a little bit is the Lady Bees. A little bit of full court press here from the Lady Bees also. They're going to drive down the court. Won't go. Rebound, Gracie Butler. Butler dribbling it up the court. Finds Delente in the corner. Delente drives inside. Won't go. Three ladies on her. Maggie Butler the rebound to Phi. Over to Gracie Butler. Butler over to Phi in the corner. Back to Gracie Butler. Butler looks back to Phi. Phi the three. Air ball. It's going to be rebounded by the Lady Jets. That's going to be a foul on Bella Phi. Tough sequence of events for her. Finally getting some playing time here in her sophomore year. Came in as a newbie for their freshman year. Came from a different school, not in the Upperman branch. Getting her first playing time this year. Stepped up in a huge way over the offseason. Bunch of people stepped up in the offseason, like Cassie Crouch and Bella Phi and TT Carson, even Abby Stone. All seeing them getting playing time here. Second one won't go, but a rebound by the Lady Jets. Back out, another deep three. Won't go again. Gracie Butler the rebound. Second chance opportunities for the Lady Jets just haven't gone down tonight. Not much is falling for them. A tough night if you're the Lady Jets. It's going to be Bella Phi. We're coming up on a minute left here to go in the second quarter. Phi over to Butler in the corner, back to Phi. It's tipped. It's going to stay with the Lady Bees. Last touch off the Lady Jets. And now TT Carson's going to check back in for Abby Stone. Coach Dana, a lot of frequent subs here, trying to keep her girls fresh here for the second half upcoming. It's going to be an inbound to Phi, and she gave it back to Delente. And now it's with TT Carson. Carson to Delente, back to Carson. Pulling a little bit of hot potato here. Carson looks like they're going to try to get the last shot. Just under 35 seconds and ticking. It's going to be a reach in on the Lady Jets. And it's going to be a foul on Lady Jets. The freshman, Maddie Spriggs. It's going to be her third here just in the second quarter. And she's going to check out of the game. A lot of foul trouble. If you're the Lady Jets, just 2 fouls almost for everyone across that board. In the second, both are going to go for TT Carson. And Abby Stone checks back in for TT Carson. And now the Lady Jets are going to have a chance to get one last shot off here before the half. Now under 30 seconds, got to get across the half-court line. And it's stolen by Phi. Oh, back to the Lady Jets. Stays with the Lady Jets. Phi stole it, and they stole it right back. Now they're going to give it to the Star. Oh, looked like a little bit of a dirty screen there. It's tipped. Another wild shot It's going to be an air ball, and that's going to lead us into halftime. The halftime score is going to be Lady Bees 33, Lady Jets 18. We'll see you after the halftime break. Welcome back for the second half of this game between the Cumberland County Lady Jets and the Upperman Lady Bees. Very sloppy half here in the first half and a bunch of fouls. Like I was saying last time, Upperman was out against White County. 4 players fouled out. They were coming in this game looking to be a little bit more disciplined. And Cumberland County, the Lady Jets, are also having a lot of foul trouble. 3 fouls for the freshman, Maddie Spriggs, and 3 fouls for the freshman, Maddie Spriggs, and their junior, averaging 26 points per game, Sydney Wilhite, also has 2 fouls, and we're going to get this second half started. The Lady Bees are going to inbound up to Phi, over to Butler, Delente, back to Butler, over to Delente, down low to Gracie Butler. She's going to get fouled. Like I was saying, a bunch of fouls in the first half, and it looks like it could continue in the second half, and she's going to go to the line. Butler's going to go to the line to shoot too. The first one won't go. Rarely ever see a miss out of Gracie Butler from the free throw line. The second one also won't go. Can't connect on any. And the Lady Jets driving down the court. Spin move inside. Tough layup. Hands up by Gracie Butler there on defense. Somehow got it over to get the tough layup. And now the Lady Bees looking for an answer to start the second half. Crouch over to Phi to Butler. To Delente. Phi up top. Crouch to 3. Won't go. Rebound by the Lady Jets to Sydney Wilhite. Wilhite dribbling down the court. Dribbling through the defense. It's going to be a foul. Maggie Butler is going to pick up her first foul of the night. It's going to be an inbound for the Lady Jets. It's going to be a 3 off the inbound. Won't go. Rebound. Maggie Butler gives it to her sister, Gracie Butler. Butler dribbling down the court. Trying to get a bucket to start the second half here. Gives it to Crouch, over to Delente. Delente to Bella Phi. Over to Butler on the wing. Butler back up to Phi up top. Looking for Crouch. Crouch gives it to Gracie Butler. Butler inside. Won't go. Rebound, Maggie Butler. She's going to throw it out of bounds. And Dana McWilliams is going to call a timeout. Their second of the game. And we're going to come back here after this timeout break. And we are back from the timeout break. The Lady Jets are going to inbound off to a pretty good start here in the second half. And they're going to call a foul on Crouch on the reach in. Just so many fouls this game. Continuing the same thing, which is what got him beat against White County, one of the best teams in District 7 and 3A. It's going to be inbound for the Lady Jets. Over to the freshman in the corner. Back up top. Looking for Wilhite on the wing. Up top to Futrell. 3, won't go. Rebound Gracie Butler to TT Carson. Carson dribbling up the court. Great speed. Passes out to Butler, to Delente. Back to Maggie Butler. Butler looking to drive inside to Delente. Gives it to Butler up top. The 3, won't go. Rebound Delente. Second chance bucket, won't go. Rebound TT Carson. And that layup won't go. 3 opportunities for Lady Bees, can't connect on one. That 3 won't go for Cumberland County. Haven't had a bucket here in the past 2 minutes, 0 for 4 combined with the 2 teams on their last 4 shots. Phi, great pass over to Lente in the corner, won't go. Both teams off to a cold start here in the second half. Only 2 points scored this whole third quarter. Gonna pass it over to the wing. They're looking. Finds Futrell in the corner. Up top. Gets inside. Layup won't go. TT Carson with the rebound. It's gonna be a foul. It's gonna be a loose ball foul on number 25, Futrell. It's going to be her second foul of the game, and it's going to go to the Lady Bees. It's going to be Phi with the inbound, gives it to TT Carson. TT Carson up top, passes it to Taylor Delente, to Gracie Butler, over to Phi. Gives it back to Butler, over to Delente. Finds Gracie Butler down low. It goes. Finally a basket for the Lady Bees. Maybe that's the spark they need to get off going in the second half. And they're going to call a foul there on Bella Phi. It's going to be her third. Just like I keep saying, the Lady Bees have to stay more disciplined going into the postseason. We're getting closer and closer with each passing game. About to go into the district tournament where they'll have to face teams like Stone Memorial and White County. And if you foul this many times, we saw it on Friday against White County. They lost, and it just looked terrible. But it's going to be they're going to force a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to be with the Lady Jets. Maggie Butler got tied up there, forced a jump ball, but the possession arrow is with the Lady Jets. Inbound there by the Lady Jets. Gives it over for 3, won't go. Back to the Lady Jets. Finds down low, won't go. Second chance opportunity. They're gonna call Maggie Butler for a reach-in foul. It's gonna be Maggie Butler's second. 4 fouls already in the quarter committed by the Lady Bees. That 3 won't go. 3 ladies on the floor. Lady Jets still have the ball. Great defense by the Lady Bees right now, not allowing a bucket to go for the Lady Jets. That shot won't go. Butler. It's going to be a jump ball possession arrow with the Lady Bees. Great defense there. Gracie Butler forces the tie up. And now it's going to be Lady Bees basketball. Delente passes it into Crouch. Crouch going to dribble it down the court slowly, trying to control the pace of the game. Gives it to Carson, back to Crouch. Crouch finds Delente on the wing. Back up to Crouch. The 3. It goes. The sophomore drains a 3. She's got 5 points here on the night. And a floater. Soft touch. Nice there from Sydney Wilhite. Got down low in the paint. Just made it look easy from there. And Crouch. Dana McWilliams calling a play. Crouch gave it to Delente, but Delente gave it right back. Crouch over to TT Carson. Carson to Gracie Butler in the paint. Butler gonna drive. Won't go. She was looking for a foul. Did not get the call. Wilhite dribbling down the court. Ripped away by Maggie Butler. Crouch dribbling it down the court. 2 people on her. Finds Gracie Butler. It got tipped. A Lady Jets player ran right into the Upperman stands. Glad to see she's okay. It's going to be Lady Bees basketball. Delente's going to inbound. Finds Carson in the backcourt. TT Carson. Good defense right now by the Lady Jets. Gracie Butler almost slipped up, almost went out of bounds. Great save by her. Gives it to her sister. She passes it to Phi up, back to Delente up top. Delente finds Phi. Phi staying up top with it. It's going to drive right, gets in the paint, and one. Great layup there by Bella Phi. What a way to get inside the young sophomore, making a name for herself with that highlight play right there. She's going to go to the line for one more. That one goes for Bella Phi. And the Lady Jets are going to make some changes. Madison Wagner is going to check in for the Lady Jets, and the Lady Jets are going to inbound. Wagner going to hand it off to Futrell. Futrell just driving through the paint. Gives it to Will Height. Back to Futrell. That three won't go. Rebound Delente. Delente going to stick with the ball. Gives it to Carson. Carson finds Phi in the corner. Won't take it to Delente. Maggie Butler sets the screen. Gives it down low to Maggie Butler. They're going to call a foul. Maggie Butler, nice pick and roll there. And she ends up making the Lady Jets draw a foul. 4 fouls. The Lady Jets have committed. Both teams have committed four fouls. One more foul will put both teams in the bonus. Delente inbounds it to Butler. Gives it to Carson. Delente the three. It goes. Lady Bees started off cold in the second half. And now they've made their last 4 buckets. Coach Dana McWilliams looking for an 8-second right there. Would have been their second of the night, but the Lady Jets just get across. Lady Jets down by 22, looking for something going into this fourth quarter. 3, that one goes. They needed that one right there. They cut the lead to 19. Just under 30 seconds here in the third quarter. They're looking for the last shot if you're the Lady Bees. Coach Dana McWilliams telling them to hold the ball. Don't give it back to the Lady Jets. Delente is going to give it to Carson for a last chance play. Carson gives it to Butler. Maggie Butler. Maggie Butler down low. Won't go. And it looks like it's going to be an illegal screen there on TT Carson. Lady Bees did not like that one. And now Carson is going to check out. Oh, Abby Stone is going to check in. Maggie Butler taking a break. 4 seconds for the Lady Jets. Going to have to get a shot off. Gets a shot off. Won't go. Going into the fourth quarter, the Lady Bees are up by 19. Started off cold, and now they're starting to heat up. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. And we are back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Both teams started out cold to start the second half. And then the Lady Jets went on a bit of a run there for about 2 minutes. And then the Lady Bees found gold, started making everything from outside the paint, inside the paint. And the Lady Jets couldn't stop it. It's a 19-point lead to start the fourth for the Lady Bees. Over to the wing. Back up to the top. A three. Won't go. Rebound, T.T. Carson. T.T. Carson's going to dribble it down court on a fast break. Carson passes out to Delente. Delente, the three. It goes. The hot start, or the hot end to the third quarter is continuing to the start of the fourth quarter here for the Lady Bees. Taylor Delente, a three right there. Over to the wing, Delente guarding. Little pump fake pass. Stolen by Gracie Butler. It's gonna go out of bounds. She tipped it, but couldn't stay with control of it. It's gonna go back to the Lady Jets.
Checking in for the Lady Jets, Sadie Swafford.
Sadie Swafford gonna check in for the Lady Jets. The Lady Jets have to find something, need a miracle to get this one, and it's stolen by T.T. Carson. That is no help if you're the Lady Jets. Carson looking, she's gonna drive in, finds Delente outside. Delente gives it up to Butler, up top. Butler gonna drive in, draws a foul. She's gonna go to the line to shoot two. Gracie Butler making plays here tonight, 13 points here on the night. And if you're the Lady Bees, this is what you needed after coming off of 2 losses to Stone Memorial and White County, 2 of the best teams in the district. Coming back out in this one, now up 48-25. Butler made her first, the second won't go. Lady Jets with the rebound, going up court. It's going to be a timeout for the Lady Jets. Lady Bees off to a hot start here in the fourth quarter, and the Lady Jets are just trying to find something. We'll be back after this timeout break. We are back after the timeout break. The Lady Jets just looking for some sort of light here at the end of this game. They're going to inbound. Find her in the wing, a deep three. Won't go. Rebound by the Lady Jets, a second chance. High pass, great save. Another second chance opportunity. It was tipped by Gracie Butler, but the Lady Jets recovered. It's up top, another three, won't go. Carson gets the rebound. It's going to be a foul on the Lady Jets. The Lady Jets at this point just shooting anything, trying to get back into this game, down by 23. The Lady Bees blew this one wide open with a strong third quarter. And now they're just not looking back. Carson up to Maggie Butler. Maggie Butler gives it to Delente. Gave it to Phi, to Butler. Delente getting a little chippy with Delente. Carson, great move, gets inside, it goes.
Carson.
Great play there by TT Carson. Crossed over the defender, drove inside. Just about as good as you can get. I'm sure Coach Danny McWilliams loved that one. And a bad pass to turnover. And now the Lady Bees slowing the game down, knowing they have this one pretty much sealed. Butler is going to give it to 5 to Delente in the paint. Over to Butler. Butler the 3 won't go. Butler the save. What a save. Back to Carson. Carson gives it to Delente. Delente to 5. The 3 won't go. Rebound Delente. And it's going to be a foul. What a save there by Gracie Butler. No Cumberland County player went for it. She knew she had a chance to save it. And just a insane behind the back pass. There to TT Carson. And Delente's going to go to the line for the 2. First one goes. Cassie Crouch going to check into the game for TT Carson. It's going to be a timeout after the first free throw for the Lady Jets. And now all the Lady Bees have to do is just survive 5 more minutes. Up by 26. We'll come back after the timeout break. And we are back from the timeout break. Like I was saying before, Lady Bees up by 26 with a strong third quarter. The Lady Bees have maintained about a 12-point lead this whole game, but blew it wide open with a strong ending to the third quarter, and it has continued in the fourth. Delente, this is her second free throw. Won't go. Rebound by the Lady Jets. Trying just to make the scoreboard look a little bit better. Under 5 minutes. They got across half court, not wanting to receive another 8-second violation. That jumper goes. Finally something to cheer about if you're Cumberland County fans. And what has been a sloppy performance to this point. It's going to be Crouch. Gives it back to Butler. Butler stumbling, loses control of the ball. Lady Jets have it, dribbling down the court. Gives it up. That one does not go. Tries to save it, but her foot touched out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Bees basketball. Turnover after turnover is what the story of this game has been. Just cannot stop the turnovers if you're either team. It may look like the Lady Bees have played a perfect game, but I promise you they have not. Carson drove in but did not go up for the board to Phi. Gives it to Butler, gives it to Delente down low. Delente goes back out, finds Maggie Butler down low. Won't go. Delente grabs the rebound and puts it in with the reverse layup. No one there for Cumberland County, and Delente just picked that one up with an easy reverse layup. That one won't go. Rebound. Maggie Butler gives it to Crouch. Crouch dribbling it down the court. Gives it to Carson up top. Carson drives just right past her. Misses the layup. A wide open layup. Couldn't convert. And they're going to call a reach-in foul. It's going to be on Bella Phi. It's going to be her 4th foul. Maggie Butler and Bella Phi both checking out. Abby Stone and Gracie Butler return. And now the starters are coming out. Oh. It's going to be a timeout for the Lady Jets. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the game. Lady Bees up by a good margin. We'll come back after this timeout break. We are back after the timeout break. Lady Jets just gonna try to make the score look a little bit better. Lady Bees came out in the second half and have just rolled since then. The Lady Bees have led all game. The Lady Jets have not led once this whole game. Just a dominating performance for the Lady Bees despite some early turnovers. The three for the Lady Jets won't go. Stays with him. TT Carson to steal. Carson, she's fouled. It's just going to be a reach-in foul. Now it's going to be an inbound.
Lady Jets foul on 12 team 4.
Just an absolute nightmare of a situation for foul trouble for the Lady Jets, having to deep big in the bench for the Lady Jets, having to play some players with less experience. That's why this lead has grown so much. Butler's going to take it in, gives it out to Crouch. Crouch over to TT Carson. Carson to Gracie Butler up top. Butler passes it out to Abby Stone. Abby Stone gives it to Carson up top. Under 3 minutes left to go. Carson gets inside, misses the layup again. Second miss layup, wide open for her. She has had a great game to this point, just 2 missed layups. Can't really discredit her. Oh, it's stolen by Gracie Butler. Butler gets inside, it goes. Great defense turns into great offense for Gracie Butler. Butler running down the court with her. Both guarding her. It's going to be a blocking foul. It's going to be a foul on Taylor Delente, her third on the night. The leading scorer is Taylor Delente for the Lady Bees tonight with 17 points. Lady Jets trying to keep it in, just trying to get a bucket to make the scoreboard look better here. At this point, Crouch tips it away. Gracie Butler picks it up. Butler's going to keep it and is just going to take it down the court slowly under 2 minutes. And now the benches are going to empty for the Lady Bees. Butler drives in, it goes. Butler now with 18 on the night, the new leading scorer for the Lady Bees. Lady Bees have got their lead to 30. It's going to be a foul on the Lady Bees.
Lady Bees foul on Crown Shirt Kid, team 3rd.
And now the starters coming out for the Lady Bees. The fans are cheering here. And now some new faces: Amelia Carr, Liliana Wilson, Bella Butler, and Aspen Hayes. 3 freshmen and a sophomore. Second one goes. Aspen Hayes dribbling down the court. Some new people finally getting some in-game experience here. Butler gives it to Amelia Carr. Carr, it's going to be a reach-in. Another foul for the Lady Jets. Just can't catch a break. Over at least 23 fouls committed just on the Lady Jets alone this game. And now it's going to send the Lady Bees to the line. The first one for Amelia Carr goes. The freshman getting some points here tonight. The first one of her free throws went. The second one also going to go. Both free throws connected. Lady Jets down by 29, coming up on a minute left to go. It's going to be a foul on Bella Butler. Even the unexperienced players still catching fouls. The refs not letting them play as much this game. Really zoning in on foul calls this game. And that 3 for the Lady Jets. It goes. Making the scoreboard look better. Now Aspen Hayes is going to dribble it down the court for the Lady Bees. Aspen Hayes goes to the left. Gives it to Liliana Wilson. Liliana Wilson to Carr. Amelia Carr trying to get inside. Back out to Aspen Hayes. Aspen Hayes just trying to hold the ball. Under a minute left to go. Aspen Hayes gives it to Amelia Carr up top. Amelia Carr dribbling. Bella Butler, it's stolen by the Lady Jets. And that 3 won't go. Aspen Hayes passes it into Abby Stone. Under 30 seconds left. And that should just about do it for this one tonight. Bella Butler. They're going to give it to Bella Butler, and she is going to dribble this one out. A dominating performance by the Lady Bees here tonight. It wasn't perfect, but they won. The final score here tonight, Lady Bees 59, Cumberland County Lady Jets 33. No, coming off of 2 losses for the Lady Bees. This one feels good if you're Dana McWilliams and the Lady Bees. Losing to 2 of your biggest district opponents in Stone Memorial and White County, you could feel it, They wanted to get back out here on the court and prove to everyone in their district that, this team is still here, still one that you have to worry about. No one's just going to do it. Stay tuned for later. We're going to have Josiah Nichols on the call for the call of the boys game. I'm Tucker Westmoreland. Thank you for watching the UHS Hive.